Hi friends, how are we today? I'm doing well. I just got back from a cruise and I've been sick for about a week straight, so that's always fun. Still recovering from sea legs apparently. Yeah, but today we're going to be doing a 3 looks 1 palette video using the new palette from ABH, the Cosmos palette. This is beautiful. I got it right before I went on the cruise, so I did take it with me. Hi, I have a visitor. Anyway, I did a look the day I got onto the boat, and here is that look right here. And then for formal night, I used the palette as well, and here is that look. So I've already done 2 looks with the palette. I just figured we would do 3 more. Different than those, of course, because, you know, I don't want to be repetitive. So this is what the inside of the palette looks like. Now 2 shades in mine did come broken. I ordered it from Ulta, and they did send me a replacement, and that one was broken as well. So, you know, I kind of jumped on them on customer service because they literally just threw it in a bubble mailer and then just shipped it on its way. No bubble wrap, nothing to protect it. But this is what she looks like. Absolutely stunning. We've got some really pretty duochromes in here, and I really like the amount of shimmers to mattes that we get. I just think it's perfect. I'm so excited. I'm gonna get my brows done and my eyes primed, and we'll be right back. Prepping my skin. I just finished my Jeffree Star Skin Glowing Face Mist. I feel like it's been forever. In reality, it's only been about a year, but holy crap. My brows are done, my eyes are primed. Here's the thing. When I was on the boat, when I did my makeup both times with that palette, I used my trusty dusty P. Louise Rumor 2 base. However, today I wanted to use something different to see how well it plays with other primers. So I used my MAC Painterly Paint Pot. This is a go-to of mine as well. I really love this stuff. So we're gonna see how well it plays with that today. I'm doing my eyes first, so it's fine if we have fallout, right? I kind of want to start with the shade Galaxy. Ugh, that's a very dark shade, and I'm kind of scared of it, but that's what I want to start out with. It's so beautiful. It's like a matte with that glitter in it, like a very dark, deep blue. But I want to use it and try to make a wing with it. Let's see how it goes. You can use tape for this if you're not so confident in your skills. You can use eye tape, you can use regular tape. Do whatever you want to do. I'm going to attempt to freehand it. Call me crazy, but I'm going to attempt to freehand this wing. I'm just going to start packing on a line. So that's how I usually start, right? And then I'll just normally do like a normal wing that I would do. And if it's not perfect as far as blended wise, don't worry about that, girl. We're just packing right now. So do you know how people do the bat wing, like for hooded eyes? That's kind of what I attempt to do when I do this. So I'll just kind of take it into my crease a little bit and start pulling it down like so and fix my outer corner. All right, we've got that started, okay? Now, I just want to take it over a little bit further. Looking down might help with this. It's just so glittery. This shade is absolutely gorgeous. I'm not experiencing any patchiness, just a little bit of fallout down there, but look at how glittery. I'm gonna do the other eye. Oh, look at that. We'll be right back. At this point, literally, I still used my little angled brush for that. I'm gonna take a bit of a smaller packing brush though. Let's see, something like, you can even use a smudgy brush. This is from the Glamlight Scooby-Doo collection. And I'm still just going to continue to pack on some of that shade on this outer part over here. Because I want this like smoky glam. I want this full coverage smoke, you know. I don't want just a little smoke. As you can see, there's definitely a lot more fallout with that. And then I also took with that angled liner brush and just brought it into the inner corner, as you can see. Not blending anything, I just kept it nice and crisp. So I do want to take this shade, let's see, I think Super Cluster. I've not used it yet. For reference, the shades I've used all the mattes so far. So all 3 of these and then these 2. I've used this one, I've used this one, this one, and this one, and this one. So I've not used Super Cluster before today, Galaxy. And that's it really. I've used everything else in those other 2 looks I showed you. But yeah, I want to take Super Cluster, and I'm just going to take it on a brush like so. You guys, I'm still rocking, by the way, from being on that boat. So if I'm kind of like, you know, this, I don't think I am, but just in case. Anyway, I'm taking Super Cluster on a brush like that, and I'm gonna spray it. You don't have to. I think that they work fine dry, but my preference is just to spray them so I don't get more fallout than I'm already getting. Oh, that is so pretty. You could also use your finger, you know, if you want. It does look more blue in the pan, but I find it comes off more like aquamarine, green, shifty goodness. Do this on the other eye and really just pack it up to your liking. If you want it super, super pigmented and opaque, do that. If you want it to be a bit more on the sheer side, do that. You could stop here. You could definitely keep it like this beautiful alien vibe. You could stop it. I want to take this shade right here, Supernova. How cute is that? And I'm just gonna take a kind of fluffy brush and take that shade and pop it in the middle for a little extra dimension over both shades. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it is so pretty. I look at it down here in my mirror and it looks one way, but then I look up here in the light, like my phone, and it looks different. It's so cool. Duochromes are just so fun to play with. They are absolutely insane. I don't own but a few, like, you know, from indie brands, and those can get a little expensive per like single shade. So the fact that ABH did this and it's their typical amazing formula, really love that. I'm gonna finish my face and then we will be back to finish the lower lash line and to finish look number 1. Okay, so I have the rest of my face done, everything except for bottom, like mascara, bottom shadows, stuff like that. I even have my highlight on. Look at me doing stuff. Okay, so I have 2 choices for what I feel like we could do with the bottom lash line. I'm getting fallout everywhere from this palette, by the way. I do still think it's from the broken shades that I fixed that are just kind of crumbling everywhere. Anyway, I thought about taking the same shade, so this one, and this one, and just kind of ombreing them under my eyes. But I think the more realistic, natural thing to do here, to not take away from what we have going on up here, is just to take a little bit of these 2 shades and place them under there and blend them really nicely. So I think that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna start out with the shade called Space Dust first, because we might just put that under there and leave it. This is a Morphe Ariel brush. Sorry about that. My brother came in and asked a question about dinner. But yeah, I think we might actually leave it at that. I don't know. I'm gonna add a little bit of the shade Comet, that shade right beside it anyway. Just really close to the lash line up there. Okay, I do like that, so we'll just stick with that. But I'm not gonna blend it. I'm just gonna leave it like that because I think it's really pretty. I think this is all I want to do. So I'm gonna throw on mascara, lashes. I don't really want to do liner, and then some lips, and we'll be right back. Look number 1. I did decide not to throw on lashes. I'm just not in the mood. I'm gonna be honest, I'm just not in the mood. So I did just throw on some mascara and a lipstick, and this is look number 1. What do we think? I think it's absolutely beautiful. I love how well just every shade in here seems to work together. Can we focus, please? There we go. There are pops of color, but yet they all just blend so pretty together. The shifts, like this one looks pinky purple in the pan, but looks blue on my lid. Like, I just love how magical they are. And I don't know what we're gonna do tomorrow. We might do a pretty natural look tomorrow just to show how versatile it is. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Welcome back to day 2 of using our ABH Cosmos palette. Today, I think I'm gonna do something a bit more natural, neutral maybe, because I need to film a TikTok trying on all my colorful wigs from CSC to let everybody see them. But yeah, I don't want anything like too blue because I don't have all blue wigs. So I want something pretty natural. So I'm going to get my brows done and my eyes primed, and we will be right before I prime my eyes. I think we're going to be priming with our MAC Painterly Paint Pot again. I really liked how this primed my eyes last time and how the shadows really just sat nicely on top. Start out with a fluffy brush. This one is stained, but we will, you know, clean her off just to make sure. My brush cleaner is like shedding and it's losing all these little black things and they just get everywhere. And I have another one, I just don't want to open it because that's still pretty new. So you know what, I've not taken the mirror off of here yet. Or not the mirror, the plastic off of the mirror. Oh my god. Oh, it's so satisfying. It's just amazing. All right, I want to start out with the shade Space Dust. I always start out with that shade. I just think it's the perfect transition. And we're just gonna pop that. I'm looking in my mirror. This time I have it over here. Normally it's on that side. Just gonna pop that all in our crease. Does not have to be perfect. I'm actually gonna try to use the mirror from here. It's just the perfect transition shade. It's exactly what I want. It's really pretty. It doesn't take much blending at all. Brushes now. I'm just gonna take a smaller brush. Again, it's stained. I have all these nice Morphe brushes that I use with vibrant colors, and then they just get stained. Isn't that lovely? Now I want to take the shade Comet right beside that one, and I'm actually gonna mix it with a bit of Mars, this red shade down here. Tap it off. These are very powdery. I just want to put that in my outer corner. You see, I just added a little bit of depth, and we're just gonna blend kind of like in a triangle, like right here, this little area. You see how that just added a really pretty amount of depth to the outer corner. Nothing too crazy. It's subtle, but it's really pretty still. What we're left with, just some basic bitch nudes. But you know what? I love them. They're some of my favorites, especially from ABH. So here's where I get a bit just, because there's so many pretty shimmers in here. I don't know what I want to use, but last time we used this one and this one. Yeah, this one and this one. I think today we'll use this one. This one is called Sun. It looks gold when I look at it, but it looks pinky to y'all. You see how it kind of looks gold and then pink? It's very pretty. So I want to take it on a brush. I really don't want to take it on my finger. I'm gonna find a brush really quick. When I say I'm looking for a brush, this is what I'm working with, just so you guys know. It's my dilemma. I've got a little flat brush here from Glam Light. I'm just gonna take some of it and pack it on dry first. And I think packing it on dry will work just fine. I don't think we need to spray it. You can spray these. Most of the time my preference is to spray them, but today I'm just being lazy. Spraying them will make them a bit more in your face shimmery too, but again, I'm just being lazy, and I think I will use my fingers to go over it a little bit. I find using my finger helps to blend everything in really nicely. So that's a lot of the times why I like to do that. And then I'll just take the brush and run it through my crease to make sure everything is nice and pretty. I'm going to finish my face, and then we will be back for finished look. While I clean my brushes, I wanted to tell you guys, I hope this look isn't too boring, but at the same time, I wanted to show you guys that this palette can have some versatility to either be bright, bold, and in your face like Space Girl Glam, or you can do that really simple, everyday, neutral makeup with. I guess it has something for everyone. It does not have to be this bold palette. The shades are still very wearable, and I think it's got something for everyone. Okay, everything's done. Whoa, the glow. I think we'll just do something, again, pretty simple for the bottom. Oh, my eye's still kind of wet from the setting spray. Dry, bitch, dry. Please. Oh my god, okay. Gonna go in with Space Dust under my eye. I'm just gonna sweep it with a fluffy brush. This is a Beetlejuice Revolution brush. Revolution's brushes I find are actually really good quality, and they sell them in sets, so I think it's totally worth it. They're super affordable. Just really, really nice quality. And then, bet you bitches thought I was gonna stop there. I'm not. I kind of want to take Orion. It looks like a rose goldy shade. I really want to take Orion and pop that just down there. Oh, look at that glitter. It's so pretty. Yep. That's all I'll do. Well, I make my mascara face to get it that close to my lash line. Oh my goodness. It's absolutely gorgeous. I really like the little flecks of gold glitter that it has. Also being really careful not to get any in my eyes. That low-key terrifies me. And then this shade right here is called like Quesar. It's Q-U-A-S-A-R. I'm not sure how to say it. I'm going to say Quesar. But anyway, I want to take some of that. I've already used it while I was on the cruise. I just want to pop that right there just for, oh my god, something fun. not me saying I wasn't doing color, also me showing up with a green inner corner highlight. I used to do musicals and stuff when I was in high school, and I had the ABH Moonchild palette that had the green highlight. I was always showing up to rehearsal with mint green highlight just everywhere, and I remember they would say stuff to me, like they knew I was showing up with green or a hot pink highlight. Like they just knew it. 2016 vibes. For liner, this is new too. I'm going to be using the Urban Decay 24/7 ink liner in the shade Deep End. It's a beautiful metallic green. We're just going to do a little wing with this. Something cute, something simple, but still color. How pretty is that? Listen, I tried hard. I tried really, really hard to just do a neutral look, right? But color has my heart, and if I don't do color, I just don't feel like myself. I am not a basic bitch. I cannot ignore the fact that one's going out and one's going up. It'll all be fine when I put on lashes. Oh my god, do you guys see that? It was just like a little speck, and I thought it was just a piece of like dust or something, so I kind of wanted to flick it off, you know? And it's freaking mascara. Why does this always happen to me? Side note while I wait, oh my god, that lash is freaking huge. Fuck it. Anyway, side note, my dad called me a wombat the other day. I'm actually going to take that off. That's huge. Anyway, my dad called me a wombat the other day, and I was like, what the hell is a wombat? Had to look it up. That's a wombat. Is that the cutest thing you've ever seen? I'm not even mad about it. How can you be mad about it? I could look at that thing all day. Literally, I want to take you home with me. A wombat? Seriously? Who would even think about that? Who named you? Tell me that doesn't look 10 times better. These are Lily lashes, and they are the style at 34th Street. I got some of them for free last year. They're some of the best natural lashes I've ever used. Holy crap. This is finished look number 2. What do we think? I really like it. It's got that pop of color that I just absolutely need in my life. It's also natural, but the pop of color kind of makes me feel like me again. It's not so natural. I'm like, oh, I just feel so boring. It does have that pop of color, but you could definitely skip the green right here and on your brow bone if you just want to go with the natural. I don't know what we'll do tomorrow because I do feel like I've used literally everything in here, but we'll definitely play with this shade, this one, and maybe this shade all over the lid or this shade all over the lid since we haven't played with those, or we might do that one again. My thing is the gray look I showed you guys I did for formal night on the cruise. I used this shade, and this one. That's the exact same look I did for formal night, so I don't think I want to do that again simply because I've already done it. I don't want to be repetitive, but we will figure something out. This is look number 2. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow for number 3. Welcome to day 3, our final day of using the ABH Cosmos palette. I thought I finished this, but it's been a really rough week. It's been about a week since I finished the last look we did. I don't think I look really swollen over here, but I've had a really rough week. I was sick last week, and then it's Monday. No, sorry, it's Wednesday the 28th when I'm filming this. So Monday, the 26th, I was eating lunch with my mom, and my top right wisdom tooth that was grown in decided it was going to break, and I swallowed it when I was eating lunch. So yesterday, Tuesday, I had to have the other half of it that was still in there removed, and I'm not in a lot of pain today. It's kind of at I'd say a 3 right now, like a 2 or 3, so it's not bad at all. But you know, it's been a rough couple of days, so I'm glad it's over with. And I have had an appointment in August to get all of them taken out. I have to be put to sleep though because my bottom 2 are completely horizontally impacted, so you know, fun. But my tooth was decayed, and that did not show up on x-rays or anything, so they had no idea until, you know, it broke and they got it out of my mouth. That's always fun. So please get your wisdom teeth taken out. It's not a joke. I panicked when I swallowed it, and yeah, it needed to be taken out, so please don't hold off on that like I have. I'm 24 and I haven't had them taken out yet. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna get my brows done. I just have concealer and a little bit of powder on under my eyes and on my chin, again, because I don't want to wear a full face right now. I'm sorry if you guys expected more of me. I really am. But because I'm in pain, I really don't want to just go the whole 9 yards. So I'm going to do my brows a little more natural today, I think. Prime my eyes with...
I think let's try this Glam Light one today, just because we haven't tried it yet. But yes, let me get my brows done, my eyes primed, and I'll be right. I wanted a black to do my brows with, and I don't have a black brow powder. So I used to carry this with me when I was doing makeup professionally. A lot of the times the palettes I would use were like Tarte palettes, and they wouldn't have a black in them when I was doing makeup. So I would carry this NYX black single shadow with me. That's what I'm using to do my brows with. I just find it to be so natural. Also, I haven't dyed my hair yet, so the top of it's kind of like light brown, my natural color, and then it's black down here. Ignore that. But trying to let it grow out because I just don't want the black anymore. Dyeing it, my scalp is really sensitive, so it just feels funny and I don't like it. My skin's sensitive as well, but yeah, I really love the way this looks. So if you have dark brows and you want something more natural, I highly recommend picking this up because it's not too pigmented. It's really more like a soft black, and I really love this stuff. I primed with the Glam Light Icing Base in the shade Classic Vanilla. I do think I need a lighter shade of it. That just looks really light, and even on my eyes, I mean, it blends fine, but I think I might just need a darker shade of it. Side note, my lash line over here looks kind of dry and crepey. For my sinus infection last week, they gave me a cephalosporin, and I'm allergic to penicillin, so I ended up having an allergic reaction, and this whole eye was swollen the night after I took my first dose. So I think the crepiness of my lash line is still from my eye being swollen, so ignore that. But let's go ahead and start out. Today I think I want to start with this shade called Mars right here and just use that all in my crease. I'm gonna go in with a little small blending brush like this going into that shade Mars. I do have some fun news for you guys. I've got 2 new things from Glam Light coming. So we've got the Chucky palette, 'cause I don't own that one yet. And then we also have the full Rick and Morty collection coming. It just shipped out today, so I'm pretty excited about that. Let me know if you guys want a review of the Chucky palette. I will most definitely do one for TikTok, but because I don't have the whole collection, I don't know that I would post it over here unless you guys ask. You know, if you guys ask for it, of course I'll post it. But normally I do full collections unless it's a, you know, palette that's pretty big currently. I don't know, I feel like the hype with that Chucky palette is gone, but I'm very excited to get it still because it's just so gorgeous. It's so freaking pretty. I saw a really pretty look someone did with this palette on TikTok, and I saw that she used the shade Supernova on her inner corner, so I kind of want to try that as well. I just love how easily these shades blend. Like, it's actually insane. Alright, I'm gonna get this blended out. I'm not gonna build it up anymore, just blend it out like that on this side, and I'll be right back. That's looking like. It's a very pretty shade. I'm just gonna take a fluffy brush. This is clean. That first brush I used was pretty small, but it was still fluffy. But I like to go in with a big fluffy brush afterwards just to make sure there's no harsh lines and everything's blended pretty. Okay, same brush we started out with. This is a Jeffree Star Morphe brush, the really pretty ones. I'm gonna go into the shade Eclipse, this darker shade right here. And I'm kind of gonna place it on the outer corner. Then I also want to place it on my inner corner. Kind of like a halo eye, but with that matte going all the way around. A halo eye, you wouldn't have that first shade down. But same thing, I'm going in with that first blending brush we used, just to blend that all out. It's really pretty. I really like these 2 shades together. And I'm just going in with that. Something is shimmery. But neither one of those shades look like they have shimmer in them, this one and this one. But something on my eye, might have been one of my brushes, had a little bit of extra shimmer on them from another look I used them with. Interesting. I'm looking at them like, huh, there's something sheer on my lid. What is it? Going over those edges of everything really, just with a powder foundation, because I feel like those 2 shades weren't really meshing together, but I do feel like it looks a little bit better now. Alright, I want to go in with, on my lid, the shade Supernova. I don't really want to take it on my inner corner like I saw somebody else do. I feel like it would be really pretty, but today I want to take it on my lid, and I'll tell you what, we'll spray it. I'm going to use my NYX spray and pop that in the center. Ooh, that is really pretty. And do that on my other eye. I also have not uploaded to TikTok in such a long time, it feels like. But again, I've had all these issues where I had a sinus infection, I was sick while I was on the cruise, came back from the cruise trying to recover. Felt like the antibiotics they gave me at first and the steroid did not help. I just got worse. So I had to be put on more antibiotics. Those antibiotics gave me an allergic reaction. And then literally I just had the weekend to recover. And then Monday my tooth falls out. Tuesday I have it removed. And it's Wednesday and I'm still recovering. So I've just been hit with all kinds of stuff lately. I'm not even joking. As I sit here talking to you guys, my stomach is starting to hurt. I'm just like, please, I cannot handle any more issues right now. Like, I've already reached my threshold at this point. It's so bad. All right, I'm grabbing some brushes to use for our bottom lash lines. We're gonna go ahead and get that done. So I want to go in with, oh my gosh, I'm making such a mess in this palette. I want to go in with Eclipse and just a smudgy brush. And we're gonna put that all down here. I'm going to put it on the outer part, and then I'm also going to take a little bit and put over here, because guess what? In the middle, we're going to take that shade Supernova and put it in the middle, just for a little extra pop. Supernova is this shade, by the way. It's in the middle of those two mattes that we used. So I want to take a little bit of that. I'm going to use it dry just to pop it down there. Oh my gosh, gorgeous. I'll show you a swatch of this shade just so you guys can tell how they look swatched as well. Look, she's got a very sheer base. Like, I feel like if you look one way, you can't see it. But then as the light starts to come in, she's very pinky blue, just gorgeous. And then my other favorite shade in here is that green shade. It's very beautiful as well. Again, very sheer. But then when you look at it, green to gold to even a bit of orange. Very beautiful. Love these shades. All right, let me finish this look off. So that's all I'm doing to my bottom lash line. I'm going to do that over here, and then maybe do some mascara. I don't think I'm going to throw on a lash since I've got some crusty dusty over here. I don't want to irritate it more. Throw on some mascara though, and then I'll be back for the finished look. I just want to point out, if y'all get up close to my face, the shades do have some fallout. Not so bad on this side, a little bit, but really bad on this side. So definitely make sure you do your eyes first. I made the mistake of not doing that, but yeah, do your eyes first if you use this palette, because you're gonna get a lot of fallout. Do all of that. I really want to take this ColourPop Duochrome shadow. I just picked it up at Ulta a few days ago. It's in the shade Glaze. It's also very tiny compared to my other little shadows I have, and I want to put this on my inner corner just for a little pizzazz. So I'm gonna take this little angled brush right here. It's an angled fluffy brush from Luxie. I think I got it in a BoxyCharm a while back, or an Ipsy, something like that. It's very pretty. It's like a really pretty golden shade. It's very glittery. I thought it'd be really beautiful as a highlight when I got it. Don't know if that's gonna be I might need a little bit more. My little applicator on it just doesn't look very straight, does it? It might break. I really hope it doesn't. Okay, now I could take it back if it breaks, but I'll take whatever's left over on my brow bone. That's so pretty. There's not much left over, just enough to give it a little extra pop. That's very beautiful. I really love that. Let me get some mascara and some liner on, and then we'll be all done. The third and final look. As well, you know, you guys know I have to have something pop of color in there, so I think that pinky blue duochrome on the lid really just did it for me, and then the pop in the center too. I just love it. It's so rich. It's so beautiful. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing me use this palette. I love it. I gotta say, it's a 10 out of 10. The mattes are gorgeous. We've got a nice variety of shimmers in here, some duochromes, just sparkly goodness. I have to say though, my last 5 eyeshadow looks that I did in the past few weeks have been with this palette and this palette alone. So I'm excited to reach for something else, but I am definitely going to be putting this in my everyday drawer because it's so beautiful. It's just a very nice summer palette. Not something I'd really expect them to come out with for summer, but I think that shop was nice for me. It was something I don't think anybody expected, and I really do enjoy it. So I hope you guys really enjoyed the video. I tried to make it short, sweet, and to the point as always. Next video we will either be doing the Rick and Morty Glam Light collection, Sassy's in my lap whining. I'm so sorry. I think she's cold. But anyway, I'm going to get her warmed up. We'll either be doing the Rick and Morty collection, the Chucky palette, or my new product video, because I know I just uploaded one, but again, my thing's getting pretty full already. I just like to buy stuff every time I see it come out. Mainly drugstore stuff, and I'm also thinking about ordering another Snarls box because I'm running low on a few things, and it's a nice budget-friendly way to stock up on some stuff. So let me know if you guys want to see that when we get it. We'll definitely do an unboxing, but let me know more specifically, I guess, if you want to see like a tutorial using some of the stuff we get. You know, just let me know. I hope you guys have a wonderful summer, and I will see you guys shortly.